And we are back, baby. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Delivering more, your newest and best episode yet. Another beautiful Friday in Canton, Ohio. We're out here in Belden Village, as always. Hoping to bring you much more value, as we always try to do our best. Today, we have another action-packed episode. We have Jen with honeygrow.
Honeygrow, yeah.
And we also have another Know Your City segment. Today we're doing Indianapolis.
That'll be
another
exciting.
Booming metropolitan city that we work with day in and day out.
And we got some good questions for Indianapolis later. But first, we're going to have our interview with Jen from honeygrow. And just a couple facts about honeygrow. Started in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 2012. It is now 2022. So 9-10 years has expanded.
They're about to have their 10-year anniversary.
Yep, 10-year anniversary. They've already expanded to multiple cities. I can't remember how many, 4 or 5.
I think she said 25 locations.
25 locations. It's been 10 years. That's more than 2 a year. That's crazy. But super cool brand. They have you can order anything allergy friendly. They have no peanuts in their restaurant, and you can order no soy, no dairy, all those kinds of things, which is kind of unique. So it'll be a good interview. Talk a little bit about that, a little bit about how contractors can relate with the brand, and
yeah, I'm ready to get into it. Let's get to it. All right, we are back with our newest guest. We have Jen with honeygrow. Jen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be on.
Of course, yeah, thank you. We're super excited to have you guys on. We love working with your brand day in and day out here. The podcast itself is going to be geared towards the independent contractors and gig drivers of the world. Can you touch base here a little bit and let them know realistically why in your day-to-day operations the gig driver themselves is so pivotal to the process of a catering delivery?
Yes, absolutely. So to be completely upfront, our catering business wouldn't be possible without delivery partners like you. So they are a crucial part to making sure that our guest gets their order on time, that they have everything that they need, and that they just have an overall great experience. So like I said, it would not be possible without DeliverThat and our delivering partners.
So what kind of opportunities then does off-premise and catering bring to your brand, that sort of activity, and then also utilizing, the contractors for that?
Yeah, so catering, the thing about catering is that you're not just reaching one guest, you're reaching an entire group of people, whether it be from 5 people to 1,000. So there's so much opportunity to bring new guests into the restaurant. If they have a great experience with the ordering system and with the drivers who drop it off and with us as a whole, then they're going to tell their family about it. They're going to tell their friends. So they will be bringing more people into the restaurant and then helping us grow our catering business.
For sure. I think, yeah, we've heard that echoed pretty much across all these interviews we've done with partners is realistically, like you said, the opportunity that it realistically brings because, it's one customer ordering it, but they're ordering it for a group of 30, 40, 50, 100 plus people at times. So just getting all those eyeballs on your brand, on the experience, on the food itself and how it tastes. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it great? It can bring so much more business out of one interaction with a group of individuals. It's just an immediate catalyst to so much more business.
Mm-hmm.
And
so, yeah. Do you guys see that kind of that like you said, that catalyst effect, that exponential growth? You deliver to maybe one office, one business, and then maybe somebody else from that office or business maybe orders from you guys.
Yep. Yeah. So it's actually pretty often that we will get a order from somebody who has recommended honeygrow. We have our guests that reach out and they're like, I was recommended by X to use your services. They had a great experience. So we do see that often. I also talk with a lot of our catering guests who say that like I said, they're going to bring their family in for dinner one night to honeygrow just because they had a great experience with catering and that their office loved it and loved how the food tastes.
So with that, like what kind of approach do you think that independent contractors, the drivers who are delivering this food can take to maybe make that more of a possibility for you guys, for them to, help, grow their relationship with customers in restaurants? But more so what I'm asking is how can they present themselves? What can they do to be a good extension of your business?
Yeah. So, what we expect from our delivery drivers is somebody who overall really is just friendly on the main front there. So, somebody who arrives on time to their pickup, maybe even a little bit early, communicates with the restaurant, making sure they're picking up the correct order. And we expect that from our restaurants as well. And then once they have the order ready for transport, they get it there in a timely fashion. They're getting it there on time for the guest, helping them with anything they may need. So definitely going above and beyond to make that guest experience flawless, and just lending a helping hand whenever they can, whether it's carrying the order up to the floor that they're on, setting it up for them, or even just a friendly handoff, just with a smile on their face. So that's what we expect from our drivers, because not only are they representing our brand, but they're representing themselves to get more business and for DeliverThat as well.
Of course, yeah, and we appreciate you saying all those things, because, like, we can say that a million times, but actually hearing it from the restaurant partner, I think will really make a difference in all these individuals' lives and help them really put a perspective on how important it is. And like you said, and we've said over and over, it's good to be on time and show up with the correct equipment and have the good customer experience. But what really we found that sets a lot of these drivers apart, and what you said, is like the attitude, and like, do you show up in a friendly manner? Do you have a kind interaction with the restaurant employees? Do you call the guest ahead of time and let them know, hey, I'm looking for parking, I'll be a couple minutes late? And like, the communication factor really plays a pivotal part in how seamless the operations of everything really go.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And we talk a lot about drivers kind of being able to, using a platform to extend their own business, which you mentioned when you were talking. And it's good for them to hear those points, because it's just good to understand that how you present yourself is going to bring more opportunity your way. We have restaurants, for example, who often will request specific drivers because like they've done such a great job in the past and whatnot. But just moving on here, generally, what have you found about DeliverThat or third-party delivery in general that suits your needs and expectations?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably go on with the list. We have a great relationship with you guys.
Hey, list them all. Let's hear it.
Well, to start with the drivers, just to point out, like you said about providing feedback, if a certain guest wants a certain driver, we have a ton of those that we get feedback on, positive feedback, where I personally want to request certain drivers for orders just because I know that it's going to go well. And I think one thing too with the DeliverThat drivers and delivery drivers in general, they want to be appreciated and we want them to feel appreciated. So if I'm ever in the restaurant and I know a catering order is getting picked up, I'll take the time to introduce myself to that driver. I've met quite a few drivers on your platform who they've all been great. They really have. They're always so super friendly and nice.
Come on, we can get the horror stories too.
Yeah, where's the horror story?
Yeah, come on.
No,
they're not all great.
We don't have to go into the negatives. It always gets resolved. It gets resolved, so we're good.
Okay. Good job.
But
Ben.
no, that brings me to the next point of the customer service aspect from your team. It's great that we have that open line of communication. It puts me at ease. I'm sure it makes you guys feel better knowing that we care about our orders. So,
yeah, for sure.
You guys are great with resolving issues.
Well, I mean, if you have anything bad to say about Ben, we could say it right here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely have my fair share.
Either. I'm not just saying.
Awesome.
We need some highlight reels. But
and you actually, Jen, I know, excuse me, you actually led us into our like one of our last questions here. You posted on LinkedIn, I think yesterday, a big setup of all your caterings and like those nice honeygrow boxes and everything. And another thing we really like to focus on here in this podcast is the packaging aspect of the food and how, whether that, helps you guys and gets those eyeballs, like they see the nice packaging and it's eye popping, it's good, it looks nice set up and the customers are impressed by it. And then also how it travels well, does the catering, does it fit in a trunk? Does it fit in a back seat? Is it going to slosh around, or is it going to sit nice and tight and, it's going to look the same as it left the store as it arrives to the customer? Mm-hmm. Do you guys, obviously, I'm sure there's a huge line of thinking that went into your guys' packaging and how you guys do it, but are there any specifics that you could touch on that, just how you guys go about your packaging and what you guys look for when you do that?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things is just having our name on the packaging, just so if somebody happens to be bringing in an order or whatnot, somebody can see, oh, this is from honeygrow. It looks good. Maybe we'll consider ordering from them. So I think definitely having our brand on our packaging is super important. Right now, when you order individually packaged items, we have it in a cute little like gift box for the holidays. So that is super cute as far as packaging. It's very appealing to the guest, and it also just puts you in a happy mood. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and also just like, it seems obvious you put your name on the packaging, but like in our experience, so many restaurants just actually don't do that. It's just a metal tray catering, so it really does make a difference. It's kind of crazy actually that not everybody does that to kind of represent their brand. But one thing too is the travel ability, the easeability of traveling with a package, because when you're trying to extend your business off premise, you guys have eat in too, right? People can come and eat in.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. But when you're trying to, so when you're trying to take it off premise, it's, you don't know what's going to happen with it. You're sending it out the door with, maybe an independent contractor who doesn't necessarily work, for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you always want to do everything you can to make sure that travels well,
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you were talking about the holiday packaging. So I did want to ask you, because I saw on your website that you guys have like you had a fall menu. So do you guys do that for every season?
So what we do is have a seasonal menu item. So right now is our miso garlic chicken, which is super good. I know you guys won't have the opportunity to taste it since you're not near.
You got to invite it. We'll come out and do a podcast.
If we could deliver out to you, we would. But yeah, so we do have our seasonal menu that we launch ever so often, and that just gives the guest another suggested menu item to try. So in the past, we've had our buffalo chicken stir fry that went really well. We've had our chimichurri stir fry. I know, I'm making myself hungry with the buffalo chicken one, but it's so good.
Buffalo chicken's right up my alley. Cool. I mean, so realistically, and I know another thing I really wanted to touch on with you guys is our communication process, not necessarily with the drivers and the customers, but also with you and I, or well, it is actually you and I, but you guys in DeliverThat, we should say, to reference everyone that's watching this. But like what we did recently with you guys is set up that Slack channel, which we have like 2 other partners we do that with. You're the first restaurant brand we've ever done that with. Do you guys find that the communication level with your delivery partners is, even greater key to make sure things go as well as possible? Like obviously we're in there, pretty much day in, day out being like, hey, this driver is going to be 15 minutes late. Can you guys update the customer? And sometimes you're reaching out and being like, hey, I see that this driver is going to be 15 minutes late. Should I update anyone? How helpful is that for you guys on your end to have that immediate and quick communication to really address issues in real time?
Yeah, so the Slack channel has been super, super beneficial to live delivery, whether it's an issue or just making sure that it's going to get there on time. The Slack channel has been amazing at being able to communicate with you guys directly, whoever's on that day, so they can be in the loop as well as us be in the loop. I think it's great because we get an answer pretty quick instead of having to call in. It's just super convenient to just pop in the chat and say, hey, I'm looking at this order right now. Can you give me an answer on this? So yeah, to answer your question, and the Slack channel is definitely would recommend it for every partner that you have.
Yeah. I mean, what it eliminates is having to call a restaurant who's busy putting together large scale catering orders constantly, and being able to communicate with somebody like you or Becca who can respond, and maybe's not like flipping, chicken or something in the, on the stove or whatnot.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to ask you about was just in general, we didn't talk about like what is honeygrow, in general. I read online that it was started in 2012 in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any like what's your guys' like brand? What's your vision, your main goal? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So honeygrow, as you mentioned, was founded in 2012 by Justin Rosenberg. He is our CEO and founder. And our first location is in Philadelphia, and it's still open today. They're a very busy location, and people just love going in there. The atmosphere is great, as well as all of our other honeygrow locations. We are a fast casual, made-to-order stir-fry salad and honey bar restaurant. So we are under the category of healthy fast casual. So we offer great options for anybody, really. We cover dietary restrictions from gluten-free, vegan, soy allergies, anything you can think of, we really can cover it. One main fun fact that I will say regarding allergies is we are entirely peanut free. So we are a peanut free restaurant.
No allergies.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So we
Love
are
it.
peanut free. So if anybody has a peanut allergy, they can come right on into honeygrow and they won't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yep. And we have 25 locations. We just opened our 25th in Fishtown, which is a neighborhood in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we are excited to announce that we will be opening our Wynwood, Pennsylvania location in January.
Oh,
so that'll be another opportunity for your drivers.
For sure. Yeah, that's awesome. And that's also, this might be a little controversial to ask something like this, but we did it with one other partner. So I want to do it to you too and just kind of put you on the spot here. You guys are in some super, super busy cities, right? Like some super high traffic, high volume areas, like there's no parking on the streets. It's tough to get in and out of places sometimes. So the three I'm going to list, you guys are just north of DC and you have the Reston location as well. And then you have Brooklyn and you got a couple in downtown Philly.
Boston too, right?
And Boston. Wow. So there's 4 too. Yeah. So out of those 4, which one is your favorite?
My favorite.
Yeah. Wow. So do you have any?
I have to say our teams are amazing. I really cannot.
Oh, not like your favorite.
Yeah.
Team.
We're not talking about the store. Like maybe like the city. Like have you visited all of them? Have you been there?
Cities. Okay, the cities as a whole.
Yeah, we're not going to put you on the spot and like have you roast your own team.
Yeah,
it's not that.
Oh no, and I can't roast them because they're great. Yeah. They have such a passion for not only catering but just honeygrow in general. No, I would say I fell in love with the city of Boston. So I will say that. Yeah. Yes. Wow. Just everything about Boston I really liked.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not fall in love with Boston when it comes to like routing deliveries and traffic and like the whole logistics side of things. But I've never been there, but it's not my favorite place to like work in, like, logistically.
Yes, I do understand that.
Yeah. But everything's pretty close together though. Like,
I was gonna say if you're on foot, it's good.
Yeah, if you're like actually in downtown Boston, like everything's fairly easy to get to, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's
crazy sometimes people just order food from across the street.
Our Boston location is right across from Fenway Park.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Yeah, because I mean, I'm getting my verbs all messed up. We took a delivery for you like to Fenway, didn't we? At one point, was that you guys?
I think so. Yeah. There's been a few sports teams that you guys have delivered for us.
Hell yeah. Love the sports teams. Big athlete guy.
There's been a lot of growth for you guys since 2012. It's only 9 years and you're already in like multiple cities all over that, area of Pennsylvania. That's crazy.
Yeah. We
come to Ohio.
In Greater Philly over here, and we are just looking forward to continuing to growing. So
yeah, and however, you let me know how Justin likes to communicate, whether it's text, email, LinkedIn. We're gonna need a honeygrow in Northeast Ohio. Like you guys are an East Coast company.
I will definitely put in that request.
Ohio's like Midwest, kind of still
we're
Eastern.
Yeah.
Like it only makes sense. We're on the border of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Like it's just a natural evolution.
Yeah,
evolution to move here.
We'll get out there one day. We will. Yeah, I'm confident that we will.
Okay. All right. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Let's put a date on it. 2023 Belden Village Honeygrow.
Belden Village. That's where our office
Belden
is.
Village. Yeah. That's where we are.
Well, I'm looking forward to it too, because I'm sure there's catering opportunities out there.
Oh yeah. I think, Belden Village, where our office is legitimately, I think if you can Google this, it is the most like restaurants or food places per square mile or like square foot in the entire US. It's something absurd.
Oh, wow.
We have so many restaurants. Like it's actually ridiculous.
It's kind of hard to believe too, because there's not much going on around here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all there is to do here is eat. You can eat, and then the nightlife, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Well,
We could use one more.
You learn something new every day. I didn't know that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're spinning them out over here.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Well, all right. You got anything else?
No, I'm good to go. I don't know. Jen, you got any questions you want to ask us? Anything you want to have released to the public that you'd like to talk about?
No, I mean, other than our new location that we're opening in Wynwood, Pennsylvania, that's coming in January. No, not really. I mean, you know how much I value our relationship with you guys, and we appreciate your drivers. They do a great job for us. So that's really all I got on my end.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean, and that's all that needs to be said, right? We appreciate those drivers. We appreciate you. Obviously, you guys are giving us the opportunity. You're giving our drivers the opportunity, and that's all we can do. And then just hopefully we all knock it out of the park at the end of the day. So amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much again for joining us. I'm sure I'll be talking to you by tonight or tomorrow morning, and we'll do it all again.
But it was my pleasure.
Of course.
And be sure to send us that buffalo chicken recipe after the podcast.
Yeah, let's cook that stir fry out.
That's got to be
You gotta wait until the honeygrow comes out there, or you guys visit over here.
2023.
We'll make I think a trip to Philly will be on the books soon. I do think that
it's an 8-hour drive.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's our neighboring state. It's still an 8-hour drive to Philly, though.
Not the worst.
It's not terrible.
Could be longer.
All right, Jen. Well, thank you. We'll see you very soon.
Yep. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks so much.
Another one, T. Another great one.
Another one in the bag.
I mean, it's tough to really say anything that hasn't been said already, but I'm just hoping, I guess, that these viewers that we're getting on our end are, I guess, taking account of the things that all these partners are saying, and they're saying a lot of the same things consistently over and over, timeliness and attitude being a huge one, equipment, things like that. But I'm just hoping, what we're bringing to the table is really hopeful for all these people,
Yeah, I mean, not only is it just kind of generally good for an independent contractor who delivers, catering orders, but it's also good for our drivers in general who do deliver for these restaurants to know the specifics of them. So it's kind of exciting. Then also to learn about them, like we've learned a lot of cool things about different restaurants.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think obviously for me too, that was kind of a biased interview too, because honeygrow has been my account for the past year or whatever. So I literally talk to Jen day in and day out. We have a meeting every 2 weeks, to touch base and everything. So I love honeygrow. I love working with her. I love working with everyone over there. So they're a great brand. I mean, I think what we said, they're in 25 locations, however many cities. And we talked about in the interview, hopefully they're in Ohio soon. I'm sure by 2025, they'll be, covering the East Coast, if not the Midwest, if not the West Coast as well.
I just think next time we interview a restaurant, we should pry a little bit more for horror stories. I would love to hear some.
Well, I think obviously
just not our drivers.
No one wants to talk bad about what's happening, but obviously things do go wrong. But I mean, like she said, I think a lot of times, we have that Slack channel with them, so things have gone bad in the past. Literally, it's one message away from being fixed.
Yeah, that's what's important,
right? So, or remedied. So obviously in those scenarios, that's what can be done, and that's what we do best.
Yep, absolutely.
But from there, let's get into know your city, right? We got Indianapolis on the books. Let's Jim, let's get our driver, baby.
All right, let's spin that wheel.
Tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it, tick, tick, tick.
Thomas H. All right,
Tommy.
All right, Tommy. That's
the
a good guy.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. Tom.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, let's get Tommy on the line here. We got 3 good questions for Indianapolis. Benny came up with some really good questions this time. I know I've been dogging on him a little bit, so he wrapped it up.
Yeah, these ones I think are maybe a little easier.
Yeah, they're easier, but they're also there's something that you might know.
Yeah, I think they're relevant, very relevant to the city. If you live there and have lived there for a while, you should know these, I would imagine. Oh yeah, we're picking it up.
This is Thomas.
Hey, what's up, Tommy? This is Tristan calling you from DeliverThat here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, man. So we got you on the Know Your City segment of the DeliveringMore Podcast, where we're going to be asking you 3 questions about your city. And then for every single one you get right, you're going to get a $5 incentive on your next delivery. And then if you get all 3 right, you get a cool new shirt sent your way. Are you ready to get into this?
Let's make it happen. I'm ready.
Let's
All
get it,
right.
Tom. Let's get it.
Let me move this mic a little bit. Okay. All right. So, question number 1, Tommy. We got, all right, Indianapolis is home to the largest single-day sporting event in the nation. Which is it?
The Indianapolis 500.
There we go.
I told you we shouldn't give him the option.
Yeah. You don't even need the multiple choice on that one, huh?
Tom, these are all multiple choice. But if you know the answer out of the gate, just say it. We love that. We love it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we introduced Ben. Ben's on the other line over here. Okay, so Tommy, let's go to number 2. Wait, don't you have a fact about this one, Ben?
Oh, yeah. The Indy 500. Yeah, we will spit out some facts here for the people viewing. Indy 500, people come from all over the world. Started in 1911. Race day, about 300,000 people.
Holy moly.
At every race. Producer Jim has been to the Indy 500. Tom, have you been to the Indy 500?
Oh, yes, sir.
Man,
Wow.
a lot of drinking.
It's some serious fun out there. I say get ready if you're going.
Oh man, love it.
He said
love
no
it.
details,
Yeah, good
though.
response.
All right, number 2. Indianapolis is home to this children's attraction. It is the oldest in the United States. The museum, or is it what is it? Is it a museum, an amusement park, or a carnival? That's how we should ask it.
No, it's the Children's Museum.
This guy knows his city.
He does know.
This
Wow.
guy knows his city.
That's one of the. We've had a couple. Most of the time, drivers don't get the first 2.
Yeah. The Children's Museum, like he said, it's about 473,000 square feet. Gets about 1.2 million visitors per year. It's got 5 floors of exhibit halls. I mean,
Wow.
it sounds like a structure.
Yeah, they must have copied that here in Ohio. They have one in Cleveland, actually. That's pretty cool.
Never been.
Yeah.
All right, 2 for 2, Tom. Let's get this third one. Let's send out a shirt, man. I want to send out a shirt.
All right, you ready, Tom?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Indianapolis native Albert von Tilzer is known for writing which great American song? We have Take Me Out to the Ball Game, The Star-Spangled Banner, or Born in the USA?
Born.
Oh man, y'all did do it. Y'all would do that on the left. Say it. Can I repeat the question?
Absolutely.
The name.
So this is a great American song, and here's your options: Take Me Out to the Ball Game, The Star-Spangled Banner, or Born in the USA.
Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Oh, you got it.
I'm in 3 for 3.
That's it.
Is that our first 3 for 3?
That's I think we had one.
Daniela.
Yeah, we had one
Daniela
other
went
3 for 3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just won an Academy Award.
Hey man, yeah, you could have been on The Price is Right and got that price, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, that was written in 1908 by Albert von Tilzer. But
1908. That's a hell of a song, and it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I think Born in the USA is Bruce Springsteen, isn't it?
That's Bruce.
Yeah.
If I'd have said that, I would have been guilty.
Tom, are you a Cubs or a White Sox guy?
Do I need to answer that question?
Nah.
I was gonna say,
You get your lawyer?
I just think isn't there a
a
famous
lawyer, 'cause
announcer who sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" like at every ball game? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I'm just be honest with you. I'm a New York Yankee fan.
Oh man.
We might have to hang up the phone. No.
See, there you go.
No, but great job though, Tom. I really appreciate you coming on, and we'll be getting those that incentive on your next delivery and reaching out so we can get you that shirt sent your way.
$15 next delivery.
Okay, man. I
Use
appreciate
that
y'all,
payment.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Everything y'all do.
Thank you, Tom.
Man. We'll see you soon.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was actually amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the first two. I think you read the options for the second question. I think he knew that out of the gate.
Me too. Yeah,
he knew that one, and then.
But I kind of asked it kind of weird. It wasn't the right answer.
Yeah, well,
first.
yeah, I kind of typed them a little weird too.
Yeah.
There's not like extensive details on those answers.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here now.
But all 3 for 3. That's the second person that's gotten it. $15 and a shirt. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, well, I know, Jim, by the time this airs, we'll have a lot of new shirts probably in the shop. Do we know what shirts we're going to be sending? Are we saying we're sending the coming in hot? Are we sending
restaurants?
The by drivers for drivers?
Oh,
that's
cool.
That's a good one. And and we got the regular DT, just generic blue one. Yeah, what is the number of those shirts, Jim? You know what I'm talking about, like the DT20s. What are those called? Yeah, the tagline of the shirt, like the soft shirt, the brand of the shirt. What's it called? DM130. Yeah, if you ever want to order a shirt, people, DM130s, softest T-shirt in the game.
Wow,
no joke.
And you can also find those on the shop too. So if you want to check those out, we got some cool new designs up there. And we got some crew necks too, which are pretty cool. Hopefully Jim gives me one. All right, well, let's wrap it up then, man. That was a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough. Jem from honeygrow, Tommy knocked it out of the ballpark. I mean, we're just knocking them out, man. One by one, we're here. This will be episode, I imagine, number 8, 9, or 10. So I mean, we're about 2 months, 3 months in the books here, and it's tough to not enjoy what we're doing here, right? You know, we're having great interactions with the drivers, with our partners, with live segments. I mean, it's just great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine getting off work just like an hour or two beforehand, and then just coming in here and getting to record an episode, talk to these drivers, talk to these restaurants, and then also bring this content to you guys. It's such a good time.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you, folks. Like always, we will have the link in the bottom of the video here. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening, go to IDeliverThat.com/podcast. I don't think we plugged it in the intro, so we missed out on that. We might have to divvy back and rearrange that a little bit. But IDeliverThat.com/podcast. Send us your questions. Submit to be a guest. Submit to be a driver on this platform, baby. We're ready to get you rocking and rolling. We're ready to put that cash in your pocket and supplement your income a little bit. So please let us know in the comments if you're viewing this on YouTube or if you're listening at home. Submit a question. Let us know what we're doing good. Let us know what we're doing bad. Let us know what you want to see, you don't want to see, and we'll bring it to you. So thanks again for viewing. We'll be back every single Friday for the foreseeable future. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.